So previous session we discussed about customer material info record. So and plan determination priority. Let's try to discuss about condition master data. It's very simple. Conditions means like your price components. So you have let's take an example. 100 euros is the base price of a certain product. Okay. So in that you have some discounts like material discount is 10%. Okay. So like that, customer material. So certain customer and for certain material getting this discount. Assume that this is 20 euros. So like you have some surcharge before getting into the discounts. Okay, what I would say, you have a surcharge 5%. So like your base price is 100 euros, right? So 5% means 5 euros. Okay, total is 105. So in the 10% discount is there. Assume that this 10% it is calculated on your base price only. Okay, it's 10 euros. So 20 euros is flat. Total discount is 30 euros. 105 minus 30. That means 75 euros is the net. So you don't getting into all these, what are all these requirements, what are all these structure, and what are all these pricing components. So all these things will be handled one topic called pricing. Okay, so that means you are going to buy and sell by using currency only, right? So this is like how you are getting your bill once you buy a certain product. So this we are going to see it as a separate topic, but you require condition master data. Okay, so for this first step I will tell you. So let's go to the SAP screen. I have resolved one issue. So let's assume, let me get into this. So let me create a sales order now. If you see here, your net value is 0. That means why you are getting 0? Because you don't enter any material, how much quantity it should be required. Let's enter one quantity. Press enter. So still you are getting a price as 0. Let's go to the conditions. This is the place where, see, that means we haven't defined any prices. Okay, so if your base price or a discount or something it is holding, that you will call it as a condition type. So that in detail we'll discuss about later when the pricing topic comes, but let's try to make it. So let me go to OVKK. You have to remember this transaction. I'll put it on Excel. So let's go to GS01. Okay. If I remove this, because why I'm telling this, if I remove this, you will get an error. If you are trying to do your own settings, right, it will not allow you to take it further. That is called price determination. You are determining price for your customer and material on particular sales order. Okay, let's go back. Let's try to enter. So initially, why you didn't get error? Because I resolved it. Press enter. What it is saying? No pricing procedure could be determined. This is the error. You will get it when you try on your own. So to resolve this error, what should you have to do? Go to the Excel. Let me write no pricing procedure could be determined. For that, what should you have to do? So which sales organization you are getting this error? GS01 and what is this? Let me check the sales area quickly. GC, because GC is a division and G1. Okay, let's go here. G1 wholesale and GC is your chocolate division. So for this sales area, when you are trying to enter in document type, you are getting error. So what you have to do, take your sales area GS01 plus G1 plus GC. So for which customer you are getting this error? You are getting for certain customer, right? Let's go back to the this customer. Okay. So here you will have something called customer pricing procedure. Let's go back. So go to the sales area data. So in first tab, this is standard. This you can able to define on your own. That means you are linking this price should be applicable for this customer. Let's put it 1. Okay. So let's go for this customer pricing procedure, and you required on which document type you would like to determine this price. Okay. So as of now, we'll go for standard. We're using document types like order, quotation for QT and inquiry. You'll get to know in another few sessions. As of now, sales order I'm showing you now. Just try to remember this document pricing procedure. It's a bit slow. So in the meanwhile, I will show you Excel. So you have to take, you blindly remember this as of now, your sales area plus your customer pricing procedure is 1 always, and your document pricing procedure A, and you should have to assign this pricing procedure. Okay. Now let's see if I assign this one, whether the system will throw error or not. Okay. Let's copy this. Go to the screen. Let me show you before getting there. Order. Here you can find your document pricing procedure. Let's go a little below. See, this is the document pricing procedure. That means this procedure work for this document type. So let me go to transaction OVKK. We make a note it down. Let's go. Escape. Let's go to the new entries. I'm just copied whatever I have put. Always it should be one document and customer should be one, document pricing procedure should be A. Let's press enter. Okay. So RVA, RVW01. This is a procedure. Okay. Now let's try to create a sales order now. So now it is allowing, right? If you see here in header level, you can find your pricing procedure here. Okay. So that means that is pricing determination. So you remember blindly as of now, future, you'll get to know why we are doing this one. Let's enter the material now. For this material, we don't get any price because we haven't maintained anything. Go to the conditions. Nothing is there. So how to maintain a pricing? Week 11. Before that, let me go to the Excel. Let's make a note it down. This is your sales area, document sales area. So your customer is created in this sales area and your material is created in this. Okay. And what do you want? Customer pricing procedure, CES PP. This is doc PP, document pricing procedure should be A. Okay. This is RVWA01. I entered wrongly. This one, let's take it out. Okay. So this should be entered. That means pricing pro. So RVWA01. Okay. So the transaction code is OVKK. You have to remember. Now maintaining condition records, the transaction code is VK11 for creation, VK12 for change, VK13 for display. Okay. Pricing records creation. Initially you follow this blind one. Once the concept comes, you can try to understand to resolve the issues. So let's go here. This is VK11 I opened. There is condition type called PR00. This is for base price. So let's take only material as of now. So what is your material? You just copy. So 1 second. So the material code is, so material code is this one. Let's put it, let me put it some 500 euros. Just keeping this. Okay. This how you are maintaining this condition. This condition is talking about base price. In the similar way, you have to maintain discount also. Let's try to put it this one as a base price. Okay. Okay, condition record saved. Let's create one more condition type for your understanding. K0005. Okay. So distribution channel, customer material. I told you, right? Customer material. Let's enter the material again. So let's put it. So 10 euros fixed I am giving per pack. Let's save this. Okay. Let's go back to the Excel. We will make a note it down for this example for your understanding. One condition type. This is your base price. On that, you are giving one discount K0005. Let's check K0007 also. These two are the discounts. These two are sufficient as of now for checking. Let's go back. K0007. So this is sales or distribution channel. Give your customer. Who is your customer? Some 16. So this is our customer. We created this one. So let's put it some 5. This is percentage. Okay. Now we got a base price and two condition types as a discount types. Let's create the sales order for this guy. So let's enter the material. Now see, before entering the material, you will not get anything because on the material only, material level only, we have created a discounts and base price. Let's put it one quantity. Now let's check how the system behaves. Let's go to the double click and go to the conditions. Now see, you got PR00 as a 500. Okay. And if the condition type it is coming like this, it is inactivated, that we are going to see later. This is a practice system. Someone has experimented something on this procedure. So this is 10 and you have 5%. 5% if it is calculated on 500, it is 25 euros. This is 10 euros flat. 500 means 35 euros, total 475 euros. This net you can able to see here on top. Okay. Even tax also calculated. The tax condition type will be there. MWST that will be there in the middle. Okay. Someone kept like some 20.6 percentage or something like that. We'll leave about this as of now. So let's go to who has changed this one. Let me check. Don't get into this part. I'm just checking since I know the concept. Till now you have to do it. VK11 and OBKK. You have to remember this. See, someone has spoiled this one. This one delete. Let's keep this one as required. So now coming it correctly, right? K005. Let me check K007. Okay, got it. Someone kept condition exclusion means either one of the discount only applicable for this procedure. Don't get into all these things. We'll see later this one. See, now you are getting right. So some condition they put it, I just have removed. Don't worry about this, we'll get into the concept later. This is all about condition records maintenance. How you maintain condition records, so this is called condition master data. Let's go to week 11. Let me show you. PR00 base price, you entered a condition type, like on which combination you'd like to get maintained. Base price, customer material, price list category or currency, plant material or material. Don't get into all these things. Either you choose this or this. As of now, only material I'm just taking. Okay. You have to give the material number here. Okay. So description will come automatically. Enter how much amount you would like to maintain. Suppose I'm maintaining 1000 euros. Okay. Here, if you press enter, you will get this is unit of on which unit means on which currency you'd like to maintain per pack. Either you can maintain pack or sometimes you can maintain in grams. Okay. So this is like C means quantity. Okay. Unit of measurement. Validity from today to maximum. Like I would like to give it for, if I would like to change it for this month, and you can able to do it. Okay. When any condition type deleted, this deletion indicator will be there. Like condition supplement, one concept is there, I'll get into that later. And scales, if you maintain scales, if you click this symbol, select this and click this symbol, you would like to maintain any scales. Okay. So from pack, from 10 to 99, one rate is there. For example, from 100 pack, you put it 900. Okay, someone is buying 1000 above, you are maintaining 850. Like that, you can able to maintain scales. Here also unit of measurement will be there. Okay. So apart from that, there are certain buttons you can select. This one you can delete it. Okay. So for multiple selection records, this one is deselect is this one. Like if you'd like to change the amount, that also you can able to change it. Okay. The percentage or absolute amount or rounding rule. Currency also you can able to change it. Okay. Certain rules will be there, don't get into all these things as of now. So condition supplement means this one will be there. If you see in this tab, like change display, if any output is there, output you can able to give it. Okay. If you'd like to cancel, you can cancel it. So here also header data will be there. And suppose if you'd like to see validity period, you can able to see here. Okay, that you can able to change it. So let's go to the header data. This is header data again. Okay, go to the extras. If any free goods are there, that you can able to find it here. So we're not going to maintain anything. So it went to free goods section. Don't get into all these things. So changes, like when the record got changed per condition record, if any changes done, that you will get it. As of now, we haven't done anything. So this is the second thing we're doing. So let's go to, it's not required actually at this point of time to understand all these things, but still I will show you the change. So where is this and changes? We'll get all changes. If someone has changed, someone is trying to change in production, you will get changes here. See? So this 0 euros to 1000 we maintained. Okay. Price unit 0 to 1 we maintained. So like that, validity period I have changed, right? This you are getting. Let's go back. Let's try to click the report. If you can give the date and you can able to run it, let's put it PR000. Run this. If you give in between dates, you can able to get all the changes till now what we have done for this condition type. Okay. See, So many people use it, right? This is standard one, like, you can able to get all changes. So based on filters, you can get it here. Like if you go below, you can give any other filters, table name, valid from, valid to. Okay, this is all about condition master data. We will see document architecture from tomorrow onwards.